The following is a presentation of the False Starters League.
Good morning, gentlemen, and welcome to the Fantasy Football Playoffs. After a 3-month grind, we have reached the time where every game matters. And this year, every game really does matter, because even our losers bracket games do matter towards the overall team pot. So, let's take a look at each individual matchup that we have going today.
Quickly, before we get to our matchups, these two gentlemen have earned the buys in the winner and losers bracket. Jay, very deservingly so, earned our number one overall seed. He's had the best team all year. Ryan fought hard, almost snuck into the back half of the playoffs, but instead earns what could be a very important and valuable first-round bye in the losers bracket. Now, our losers bracket, it does matter towards our team pot that we have going. So this does matter. Matt faces off against Logan in a ball versus ball matchup here. Matt got 0 points out of Tez Johnson. It's looking like Logan's not going to put up a lot of points this week, as is tradition for him this year after a rough year, but should be an interesting matchup here in the first game of the losers bracket quarterfinals. Our second matchup is a ball versus sack matchup with Jordan representing Team Ball and Conroy representing Team Sack. And as you can see, it looks like a mismatch here. Jordan Christian actually scored a lot of points this year. He had a really good team. And on paper, Conroy's team looks pretty good. So this should be an interesting matchup here in our first ball versus sack matchup that goes towards team standings. In our third and final losers bracket quarterfinal matchup of the week, Sean takes on Pierce. And on Thursday Night Football, these two were making some interesting decisions as Sean decided to start Drake London, who was in fact out. And Pierce also didn't start Mike Evans, who was back. So an interesting strategical matchup here in our losers bracket quarterfinal between these two former champions. And now we move on to the big dogs here as the number 2 overall seed, Cody, takes on the 7 seed in Jordan Plachecki. And as you can see, Jordan's team has scored an incredibly high amount of points throughout the year. He's had some bad luck and some tough, close losses. He got almost 26 points from Bijan Robinson on Thursday Night Football. So the commissioner's going to need a bit of a rally here as he goes into today as the clear underdog in today's quarterfinal matchup. Our second matchup of the winners bracket quarterfinal features Parker versus Johnny. And in what Parker has been waiting for 5 years of drafting Kyle Pitts finally came true last Thursday night as he put up 40 points and has gotten Parker off to an incredible start. Johnny is going to need an all-time rally here if he hopes to defend his championship. He very badly needs a huge game today from number 1 overall pick Jamar Chase if he hopes to make the comeback today. And our third and final matchup of this winners bracket quarterfinal is Bubs versus Pat. In this sack versus sack matchup, Bubs got off to a decent start with his 2 Buccaneers putting up 27 points, but Pat is heavily favored going into Sunday here, and it'll be interesting to see how this matchup ends up. By the way, it's the Chiefs' final stand today. Don't forget to set your lineups. Happy fantasy playoff football.
Thank you for watching this presentation of the False Starters League.